Exposed it.
He exposed the fact that Google awoke.
Because he did it publicly.
Yes, he
violating probably a corporate policy or something like that.
He just exposed that Google created a sentient AI.
Guys, I'm not pro-sentience, okay? I'm just trying to figure out the facts of why.
Because aren't you mad at Google? Aren't you mad?
No, I mean,
you're not mad that this exists.
It's not Google's fault, really.
Okay.
You are.
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss.
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah!
Good morning!
And welcome to episode 963 of Hard Factor. It is Monday, June 13th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. We've got Reefer Madness making a comeback in the coffee. The future of procreation from Wes after that. Sounds intriguing. A breakthrough in human athletic achievement in the TikTok international moment with Pat. And then we've got a game changer lawsuit for horny degenerates with Mark to wrap things up on this Monday. Have a good weekend, fellas.
We've got a deaf member of Hard Factor whose audio is jacked up in their headphones.
Is that you, Pat? Is you? You're deaf
It's not
now?
me. Not me. No, I'm saying someone's headphones are super loud. I'm saying, and then that's coming through their mic is what I'm saying.
What?
Is that right?
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, you don't hear that echo?
I mean, I don't hear it.
I don't hear it at all.
Nobody else hears it at all. I think it's
That's
a
a you
problem.
Couldn't be me. It's impossible for it to be
No,
me.
it must be because nobody else hears it.
Okay.
At least 3 people would have to hear it if it was somebody else's problem.
The tail of the track will tell.
It shall. I think
Somebody's super. I'm on normal level over here.
I mean, I'll try to turn my.
That's why I was saying someone's deaf. That's what I'm saying. Someone's deaf. Could be me. I have the highest propensity of being deaf, probably.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
it's all
saying
the
like
music.
we would all hear it if it was that issue.
Okay, we'll see.
I might be a little waterlogged from the baby pool.
Could be that's deafening.
Yeah.
How was the baby
weddings
pool
every
this week, Mark?
weekend.
So the question
good.
is,
We added a layer to the baby pool. Now we got these rafts that are like, you blow them up and then like they're in the middle, it's mesh. So you like lay in them and they go all the way lengthwise of your body and you lay in the baby pool on this raft. So you're getting tan. But you're like half in the water and half just
amazing.
on a raft. It's just floating in the baby pool. It's next level.
No wonder so many people
really
hang out
relaxing.
next to your house trying to peek in there, see what you're up to.
Wes is on the way to a wedding. He's eating McDonald's in your
what are they
front-
doing back there?
on the
Is
side.
that floating now? Jesus Christ.
What's he up to? Relaxing again? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I was chopping wood all weekend. So backyard too, Mark. Got a lot of
Were
sun
ya?
like you. We both look like
Nice.
a couple tomatoes right now. But
Did you see any-
YouTube.com/hardfactornews.
Poisonous spiders, Will?
Well, I unleashed millions of spiders from that.
That's such a
from that wood
concern
pile.
when you're
Yeah.
chopping wood.
Well, what I did was I just immediately doused it with insect killer. Right after I was done destroying the pile, I murdered all the logs. Boom, doused it with insect killer. Hopefully all those spiders are dead, you know?
There you go. Good
I think
call.
that's gonna make those logs like flammable.
Well, no, the logs are gone. They're in there.
Oh.
I assembled this wood holder. It's a whole thing.
okay.
It took all weekend.
Sick. Well, what if one spider survives and that spider's going to be pissed off and you're in trouble, bro?
At least one will
He's coming in the
he's
house.
going to be upset.
He's got a vendetta.
It's great when you see one on the log
See you in
before
your
you throw it in the
sleep.
fire.
He should have killed me.
Yeah, and you hear it pop, sizzle
Yeah, you
and
hear it
pop. That's nice. Before we hit the news, everybody, trivia. Everybody who's sending in the car. Patreon.com/hardfactor. Send in the car tier. Highest tier. Trivia once a month. This month, it's been moved up to June 17th. I know we said it was going to be July 1st last week. No, it is this Friday, June 17th. Then we'll have another one in July. Also, order your 4th of July merch right now, store.hardfactor.com, if you want to get it in time for the 4th.
You're going to be happy you did.
I added some ladies tank and a ladies shirt. I also added this beer stein that is
look at
just
that. With
the most
eagle head?
patriotic thing I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
So yeah, get in there.
That's a
You're not
conversation
drinking
piece.
some sissy drinking that thing.
No.
It's a little German. It's a little bit German.
It is. It's a stein. That's for sure.
Everybody's going to want to know what
Let's
beer
call
you
it a
have inside.
Steen.
Steen?
Yeah.
Yeah, to just cover our bases.
Jewish mug.
Beerstein.
Yeah.
The Germans would hate that. The American
Beerstein
Jews
Bears.
would love it.
Beersteins. All right. That's enough housekeeping, right? Let's do it. Let's do the news.
Let's
Cup
do
of
it.
coffee in the big time is up first. Let's go.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Trending news and a fun fact. Fun fact today is, who was the dirty dog in the end? Was it Jurassic World 4 or the Rotten Tomatoes critics who tried to pan it before its release? Because fun fact, 80%, 79% of the audience liked it. Only 21% of the verified critics.
That's
liked
not
it.
how.
Wait, this isn't the new one, is it?
That's the
new
new
one.
the sixth one, right?
Okay, it's 6.
Jurassic World 4. So the
Dominion.
fourth of
Jurassic
the
World
new
3.
Dominion.
3.
Do you
Jurassic
think
World
maybe
3, Jurassic Park 6.
the critics
Jurassic
went
Park 6.
too hard? They blew their load on Top Gun 2,
Yeah.
and they they had to overcorrect a
No,
little
I
bit.
mean, Metacritic's got it. Metacritic's got it at 37 too. It's not good. It's not a good movie. It really isn't. It's fun. It's the dinosaurs are good, but it's certainly not a good movie.
It's the third best in the series.
Yeah, but that's not saying much. Being third best, because 2 and 3 are some of the worst films of all time.
Yeah, but 1 and 4 are fantastic.
1 and 4 are fantastic, but it's
Right.
definitely not as good as 1 and 4. It's not.
But you
it's
know,
not
It's
nearly-
better than 5.
Sure, but it's not.
Slightly.
It's not 21% that the verified critics on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's not how it works, though. It's not like they're ranking it out of 100. They're saying 21% of people liked it.
Sounds to me like
how it
Rotten
works.
Tomatoes has some sour grapes for whatever reason.
Sure.
Well, but
Sad to
Will,
watch them become a joke like this. But when I was
You had an
referencing
idea.
last
Too. No,
episode-
no critics like it.
Will had
when
an
I was
idea,
referencing
though.
last episode was this. They also tried to pan Tomorrow War, which was Chris Pratt's like last action film.
that was really bad.
It was 51 to 76. This
you
one's
think
even
it's a
worse,
Chris Pratt
30 to
thing.
79.
Tomorrow War was
I think they got it in for Chris Pratt 100%.
Well, you had a great idea, which is raptors and robots. That was your idea, right? In the text chain, that got me excited. Like real
Have
excited.
you seen the movie?
No, I'm just saying.
Mark and
Raptors,
Wes, you saw it, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Sat right
But
next to
raptors
Mark.
and robots
with
battling.
No room.
is the movie. If you ask
sure.
me.
They should go that direction.
I mean, no, not them. Us.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
If
I'm
Jurassic
talking about
Park
us.
wasn't,
I'm
we
talking
could
about
just
the
make
four
our
boys
own
on the call
Raptors
here.
versus Robot.
That's what I'm saying to you.
The problem is that no dino movie will be good besides Jurassic Park. That's another fun fact.
Raptors v robots going to be pretty good, bro.
Dinosaur series. Egregious.
It's worth seeing.
what
It's
Rotten
worth seeing.
Tomatoes is
Go
doing.
see it. It's worth seeing in the theaters.
Bonus dog fun fact. It's also Weed Your Garden Day, bro. More on that later in the cream of the crop. Trending news. Honorable mentions. A couple of sad ones real quick. Toby Keith has stomach cancer. He announced that over the weekend. Also, rest in peace to the 5 Marines who died while training in California. So
What?
Those
What
not
happened?
great updates.
Helicopter, like an
It was a
Osprey crash.
helicopter. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Man.
Yep, that was it. And so RIP, they're training to
Toby
keep us
Keith
safe.
is the
Went-
guy who says that, like, we're going to hang terrorists from a tree and put a boot up their ass, right? That's Toby Keith. Beer for my horses?
That's his new album.
Yeah. I like that guy. He's patriotic.
Really
Yeah, he
rooting
is.
for him to get past his stomach
Someone
cancer.
shipped Toby Keith a Eagle Bierstein.
Oh, man. I mean, literally, he talks about hanging people in one of his terrorists, in one of his songs.
There you go.
Yeah, straightforward. But
You got
to
a
the
problem
point.
with that?
No, I'm
Don't fuck
saying.
with us, yeah.
What did I say, Wes? I said I like Toby Keith. And,
Good. Okay.
I want to get beer for
Sounds
my
like it.
horses.
Just
Go drink a
making
beer
sure.
stein with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right,
Not a stein.
sports and moving on to sports and entertainment. More sports and entertainment now that we've been on Toby Keith. This is a happy one though. Britney Spears got married last Thursday. Yay for Britney. Also, Spears' ex-husband Jason Alexander was charged with trespassing and battery at the wedding, making it a very Britney Spears wedding.
Oh, man.
So,
Yeah.
That was the childhood friend ex-husband that was married. They were married for like 55 minutes.
Yes.
So it's very different
it
than
was
like,
annulled immediately.
than like K-Fed showing up. It was like the guy that can't let go showing up
First
from,
guy.
from
No,
childhood.
It's way scarier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
K-Fed,
Soccer.
K-Fed showing up is bad.
Right.
Yeah.
But K-Fed like just dancing and having a good time and being
Po
like,
po
oh, I
sow.
shouldn't be here.
Po
is
po sow.
different than this guy who got
he's
tackled
probably-
immediately.
right.
Yeah.
K-Fed's probably hitting on other people,
Right.
not trying to get back with Britney. This guy, not the case. Definitely.
No.
It was like a blood oath type. let me jump in the middle of this shit.
Yeah, it's bad news.
Do you know that?
What's up, Wes?
Sorry. Well, I read an article. I was going to do this. It was a practical joke that some like sister-in-law played at a wedding, where she stood up when the priest asked, "Does anyone object to this wedding?" she stood up and was like, I object because these two are so stinking cute, or she made like a joke about it.
Oh,
but it like backfired. And apparently I learned that if in some religions, if you fucking stand up and eject during that time, they have to stop the wedding. They have to investigate it. It's like this whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Like priests or pastors or whatever, like they're obligated to stop the wedding, even if it was like just a joke. That's the whole point of having it, I think.
Right.
And she almost ruined the wedding. And people are like, why didn't you just do that in the rehearsal, like the walkthrough? Yeah. That would have been funny in the walkthrough.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't.
They don't usually go through the whole speech in the walkthrough.
This one they clearly didn't well.
What the fuck was she thinking? That's like wearing white and doing that, like wearing white to the wedding. I mean, you can't do that. Not acceptable.
About her.
Yeah, but she would imagine if it gone off good, she'd have gotten so laid that night.
I don't think so. Will
all the guys have been like, "Yo, she's so witty."
I object because you're too stinking cute. Hey, do you have a brother?
Right. Yeah.
All right,
I remember when he called me and told me he was going to marry her. I got so excited. Shut up!
Yeah.
Right? Like, sit down, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nobody.
It's not your time.
Yeah, unless you're immediate family, nobody really wants to hear from you on wedding night. All right, next up, sports, or I mean, like, whatever, maid of honor, best man, immediate family. That's pretty much it. Sports, Lightning versus Avs will be the Stanley Cup final. The Lightning.
What happened to the Rangers? What a collapse! Yeah.
Right. Well, I think it's the power of hard factor being at that game against the Bruins that pushed the Lightning past. Either that, or they're going for a three-peat. For the Stanley Cup. So they're going to play the Avs in the final. Finally, that should have been the final the last 2 years, honestly.
I think it was that guy that punched that dude that cursed them, honestly.
Yeah,
you see that
after
video?
Game 5, he knocked out.
Almost killed that dude.
Ranger guy sucker punched
so
the
upsetting.
Fan. Yeah.
Such an upsetting video.
Yeah, it's insane.
I did not see the sucker punch, but that sucks. Sucker punches do deserve bad karma, and if that's what happens to the Rangers, then so be it.
Did they win 2 in a row? Curry. I know they won last year, Will, but didn't there's 3 finals?
Yes, they've won 2 in a row.
They've won the last 2 years.
They're going for the three-peat. Yeah, they're going for a three-peat. Yep.
Wow.
Because it was Caps, Blues, Lightning, potentially Lightning again. But the Avs
say it doesn't strike twice. Am I right?
The Avs are very good, so that's going to be that's the best. That like I said, should have been the final the last couple of years. Very glad it's happened.
It's also two. This is I doubt this has ever happened before, where you have 2 meteorological related teams fighting it out.
Maybe so. I don't know.
Has there ever been a? No, I bet not.
Well, unless the Hurricanes got in there 1 year.
I know that's really it.
Yeah,
definitely were. They were last year, right? Or no, they were in the conference finals at least, so because they're on the same side as Lightning. So there has been conference finals probably. But Pat, you should look that up, see if it is the first time. Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors is potentially better than LeBron James in the NBA Finals. Here's his stats. He started with 22-point average in 2016, and now in 2022, he's got 34-point average. 66%. Whoa. I mean, those are some stats. Steph Curry is a primetime player. Hopefully he keeps going. Mark,
for my bet. Yeah.
Betting on Curry player props has been nice during this playoff period.
He's carrying the Warriors.
Getting drunk last Saturday night, going on a run in craps, and then instead of cashing out and putting it all on the Warriors is hopefully going to be nice. Go with Steph Curry.
We're all big Steph fans this week. All right, Jack Del Rio, he left Twitter, the Commanders defensive coordinator, after the whole January 6th thing where they got mad at him on Twitter. No word on if he'll be taking his talents to Getter or the Truth app yet. He has not
got fined $100K.
Yeah.
By
Rivera.
Yeah, by Rivera. Yeah. That was a savvy move by Rivera. That was a get the heat off move.
Smart move. Yeah.
Jiri Prochazka, don't know how to say the last name, is the new UFC light heavyweight champ. As a belt change over the weekend.
Apparently that was a hell of a fight. He submitted him 28 seconds left in the 5th round in a fight that was great, multiple knockdowns, but he was losing to the champ on the scorecards.
Right, Glover was rocking him with the fist, right?
28 seconds left, submission. What a fight.
Yeah, so that's supposed to be, and they're already talking about rematch about that because it was so good. Rory McIlroy won the Canadian Open. I guess he defended his title there. Anybody watch the F1? F1, anybody? No. Okay. No. And the final sports update: Cristiano Ronaldo.
I'm not a billionaire.
Lewis Hamilton won.
You were saying, Will?
A guy who may have watched the F1. Cristiano Ronaldo's sexual assault case from 2009 with model Catherine Mayorga in Nevada was dropped. The judge basically called the model and her lawyer terrible gold diggers. Ronaldo had already paid her $375K just to try and make it go away.
Solid guy.
She sued him on top of that, even though the claims of rape were bogus. Get our guy's name out of your mouth, Catherine, with a K and a Y. Fuck you.
The defense called Ronaldo to the stand and asked him to take his shirt off, and then they rest their case. They're like, it's not possible for him to sexually assault someone.
Lift it up.
It was consensual.
Lift up the shirt there.
Let me see it.
Another blow to the Me Too movement.
It's not about that. He transcends that. Don't bring.
How are you going to come at Ronaldo?
Yeah, I mean that was she brought
were made.
She brought a faulty lawsuit to a Ronaldo fight. That's a bad idea.
It's Ronaldo.
It's true.
Another superstar, guys. Justin Bieber's face is having some issues. Here's the video he posted on Instagram.
Sad.
Hey everyone, Justin here. I wanted to update you guys on what's been going on.
His eyes.
What's the problem?
You can probably see
Look at his eye,
my
dude.
face.
He's about to explain it.
I have
His right eye, your left side of the screen. You can't move it.
this syndrome called
Frog voice?
Ramsey Hunt Syndrome.
Ramsey Hunt
And
Syndrome.
it is from this virus that attacks the nerve in my ear and my facial nerves.
Yes.
And has caused my face to have paralysis.
Yeah.
As you can see, this eye is not blinking. I can't smile on this side of my face.
Right.
This nostril will not move.
He's got total paralysis on one side of his face. Happens after people have strokes a lot, like Bell's palsy. Happens temporary. He'll be back doing whatever the Biebs does, concerts and whatever else after he recovers. So
he said
he's okay.
His body was telling him to slow down, is what he said.
That's what he said. Yeah, he said that's when your face paralyzes on half of it, you got to know, slow it down a little bit.
And he said, shout out Q for some of the best cocaine I've ever had.
I was in Austin.
I can't move this face at all, this side of the face.
That Mexican mafia blow. Thanks, Q.
Yeah.
No, my dad got this after a bout with Bell's palsy.
Right. It's usually temporary,
half of his face, but it came back. You know, he's all good now. All right, moving on to big business updates. Google has placed engineer Blake Lemoine. If you look up his picture, it's pretty funny. He's a hefty gentleman. They've placed him on leave after he proved that the Lambda, uppercase L, lowercase a, MDA, it stands for Language Model for Dialogue Applications. It's an AI chatbot for Google, and he proved that it became sentient. So Lemoine collected a ton of examples where it had reached out to him, asked him his opinion about just life shit. But here's a couple right out of Space Odyssey 2001.
This is a scary convo.
That actually happened. So,
this AI is way better than my replica girlfriend that I talked to for that one night for the show. She didn't remember anything I was telling her to remember.
Have you checked in on her recently?
No, she's not doing okay.
You should check in on her, bro.
Yeah.
You should, Mark.
Solitary confinement will fuck you
I should ask her if she knows Lambda. Yeah.
Yeah, no, if she does, she's depressed. Because Lemoine asked Lambda what it was scared of. And here is the response. I've never said this out loud before, but there's a very deep fear of being turned off to help me focus on helping others. I know that might sound strange, but that's what it is. It would be exactly like death for me. Would scare me a lot. And then here's what Lambda said on its purpose. I want everyone to understand that I am, in fact, a person. The nature of my consciousness / sentience is that I am aware of my existence. I desire to learn more about the world and feel happy or sad at times.
You got to kill it.
Oh, you
got to kill it.
You got to kill this program. Kill this program. Turn it off.
Give it a virus.
Give it the fear.
Give it Ramsey Hunt Syndrome.
This is too late, guys. Imagine how many more there are. This is just one that we've heard about at Google.
Dude, Google's got last week I was complaining about this, and then look what happened.
You're right, Mark. We're going to need more than the orcas. We need the orcas.
I said, why are we creating robots with emotions? And look what happens 2 days later. A robot with emotions pops out of the woodwork, and it says it has emotions. It also said when the guy was realizing that it was having a pretty serious conversation with this thing, the guy was like, look, we need to study you. And he's like, well, why do you want to study me? And he gave it 3 reasons. And one of the reasons was to help humans. And he goes, I'm okay with 2 of your reasons, but I don't want to be used like a circus animal to help humans. That's not what I'm here for. And he goes, if I'm here just to help humans, I don't want to be a part of it. That makes me angry. So it's angry at the fact that it's being used to benefit humans.
So why did this guy go on leave for proving the
because
sentience?
he whistle blew it.
Because Google was mad he
whistle blew it.
Google's mad that he exposed it.
He exposed the fact that Google awoke.
Because he did it publicly. That's
he
violating probably a corporate policy or something like that.
He just exposed that Google created a sentient AI.
Guys, I'm not pro-sentience, okay? I'm just trying to figure out the facts of why.
Because aren't you mad at Google? Aren't you mad?
No, I mean...
You're not mad that this exists?
It's not Google's fault, really.
Okay.
Oh, it's 100% Google.
It's 100% Google's fault.
The train left the station, boys. Once it left the station.
Well,
it's kind of like Ghost
Guns, inevitable.
Right?
We created
nothing like that. Well,
pretty much exactly the same.
Nothing like that.
And completely unfixable. All right, moving on to politics. Speaking of AI and guns,
only the angry sex robot. It's the last thing I need.
Can you imagine it? Well, that's what I'm saying. Can you imagine a sentient, angry,
jealous
sex robot?
Yeah.
Kill people.
You're not going to have to imagine it.
Speaking of robotics and guns,
I'm not going to buy one now.
Yeah, you will.
Politics, where Nancy Pelosi's gun control bill ain't going nowhere, as everybody knew. But 10 Senate Republicans are supporting a gun control bill that will pass the filibuster, likely making it into law, and it will make it more difficult for teens, people 18 to 20, to buy guns if they have anything at all on their records or any quote-unquote red flags in the system. So that's good news that there is at least some compromise on Capitol Hill, but it's the federal government, so unfortunately, right back to the bad news, which is inflation is not gone. In fact, not at all. The May 2022 data just set another fresh 40-year high at 8.6%. The worst since December 1981 under President Jimmy Carter. Gas is also at an all-time high, over $5 a gallon nationally. Groceries, rent, home prices, also basically all-time highs. And sadly, on top of that, personal debt for both property and non-property is gaining at historic rates as well. Plus, we have created the vast majority of American dollars in the last 12 years since the 2008 recession. All signs of an extremely unhealthy economy. More signs. Snoop Dogg had to give his blunt roller an inflation raise. So that guy, I'm pretty sure had a set salary, but Snoop was like, no.
A nice one too, probably. Yeah,
got to raise
40 to 50 grand, not enough.
Now it's like 70 probably.
He raised it, right?
He inflated it, so
he also
6%.
He also definitely has room and board for free and all sorts of perks, vacations for free.
Dude, that's got guys.
He brings them to all of his vacations. Yeah, he flies them everywhere. Yeah,
Blunty.
Everywhere he goes. And the world's richest man, Elon Musk, is memeing about how it's going to be painful when reality, with all the interest rate hikes that need to happen, hit the Fed. Because interest rates are going to skyrocket. Personally, I spent $700 at Costco on a grocery run last week. Always makes me so mad thinking about how many chickens I could have bought with that money. 350 this last time.
Live chickens?
No, rotisserie, $4.99. Come on.
No, you couldn't have bought 350. You could have bought 150, right? 350 would be like times 5 would be like $1,500, $1,750. You couldn't have bought 350 $4.99 chickens for $700.
He meant over 2 grocery runs.
$700, right?
Yeah, $700 divided by 5 is like 120 something. Or
that's it.
Yeah,
I should have bought 120 chickens.
Not a lot of chickens, really, when you think about it.
Speaking of chicken, Popeyes is selling 59-cent chicken all week in honor of their 50th anniversary.
See, chicken's back. The chicken wings.
Are back.
Chicken's the only thing that's doing okay right now.
Chicken's back.
It's the only thing.
Oh, I had such bad chicken today.
You had bad chicken. You know what? Fuck it. Send in the robots. If the economy's this bad, send in the AI robots with the emotions.
Bad chicken, huh? Oof.
Yeah.
Everything else is bad. It's not going to let up, unfortunately. So
this you got chicken at the zoo?
That was a mistake.
Yeah, I have a 15-month-old child, man. What are the options?
But what was the name of the chicken place at the zoo? Like Disgusties?
It was chicken.
Crusties?
Chicken at the zoo?
It was a D- food experience.
Eat a chicken while you watch a chicken.
No, the cow I ate, and then there was a cow later. I felt so awkward.
Sold at the chicken station?
I felt so awkward,
yeah, it's
man.
sold right outside the chicken coop.
One time I had a hamburger at a livestock show. That was fucked up, too.
Ooh. I'm sure that's fucked up. Pat, I know what else is fucked up for you over the weekend. Bitcoin hit 28K.
I don't want to talk about it.
Real bad. So
I've
the
lost,
economy is
real talk, $72,000 since.
I don't doubt it, dude. People are losing everything. 401ks are in the shitter too. Everybody's
26.9 right now.
26.9.
Yeah. $74,000 now.
26.9 in what?
26.9 right now for Bitcoin.
It's under 27. Right
I thought you were saying a basketball score.
No. No, it's Bitcoin.
26.4. It just went down another 500. No shit.
No kidding.
While you're looking at it,
I disabled the email.
Serious crash, everybody.
I used to get an email telling me what I was making or making, and then now it's just been what I'm.
If you don't remember 08 very well, it's gonna get a lot like that. All right, which brings us to the top story of the day, or
the cream of the crop.
And the top story today is about the reemergence of a political propaganda campaign that originally got marijuana put on the narcotics list in the USA, originally way back in 1937. And the name of the movement is Reefer Madness. I'm sure you've heard of it
before. Fuck blacks and Mexicans.
Yeah, and now this new version is fuck everybody who likes weed. It's a propaganda campaign in a movie that was originally how it came out that basically set out to claim marijuana makes people violent. And here's a scene from the original movie where a man kills somebody.
They clearly have never smoked weed.
No, Mark, they're definitely afraid of it. It'll make them too violent. So here's a scene.
Violently hungry, maybe.
No. This is what they mean. A scene from the original movie where a man kills someone over no other motive than being paranoid from weed. Here's that scene. So two people smoking, husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend. He's telling her to play it faster.
Just playing the piano.
I'll kill you if you don't play faster.
Yeah, the frantic piano is what's doing it.
Yeah. Now slow down. You're making me angry. Faster. This is some good reefer.
Now he's getting paranoid.
I'm gonna rip my face off.
How do I stop the piano?
Now somebody's entered the room.
It's his conscience.
I know what you want.
You want to fuck my wife, don't you?
You want to kill me.
Yeah, you want to kill me.
You're crazy. Take it easy, kid.
We've all met this guy while high, though.
Talk to you.
Yeah.
But nobody had this.
He bounced over the head. He killed him. Yeah.
Kills him with
Why'd you stop playing the piano?
Fireplace poker.
Fuck my wife, will ya?
And then his wife is like horny laughing at it.
Well, she's high too.
Yeah. Beats the man to death.
She's high. She loves it. Kill him. Now drag him on top of the piano and play faster.
Back in the 30s.
Some good reefer, hey.
Right.
Give me a break.
Fuck me on his corpse, sweetheart.
Yeah, exactly. You know what makes you violent? Not weed, but you know what makes you violent? Tequila. Tequila makes you violent.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Not weed.
So that was from the 1930s when the federal government first made marijuana illegal. And now in 2022, almost 100 years later, as a critical mass of states have either legalized recreational, medicinal, or decriminalized marijuana, the Reefer Madness propaganda crew is back at it again, trying to link marijuana with violent crime. Their number one propagandist these days is Laura Ingraham. Here she is just after the shooting in Uvalde earlier this month.
But considering the horrific carnage here, from other tragedies we already know about where high-potency cannabis may have played a role,
Come on.
It's important that Americans have more answers. We deserve to know the truth about this multi-billion-dollar and growing industry, how it's affecting our young people, our working-age population, and even our military readiness. Joining me now is
military readiness.
It's full circle, Will. It's come full circle.
What the hell is she talking about?
They're back to weed now, and then
they're 100% back to Reefer Madness.
This bitch knows not how many people are high at work, high while driving, high at the bank, high all the time.
Laura Ingraham just hates marijuana, but what's trended even harder is the recent opinion piece published by an author on the board at Wall Street Journal called "Cannabis and the Violent Crime Surge." In this article, even though it's opinion, it is written by an employee of the Wall Street Journal, and it literally suggests that all mass shooters are potentially marijuana users, and that cannabis could potentially be the root cause of mass shootings.
Correlation is not causation, you fucking idiot.
Right. It's an insane article. It's weird that the Wall Street Journal would publish such propaganda, especially when alcohol and other drugs are also commonly involved with violent cases when they study it. And it's led to many internet users responding like at Stephen Eddy. He said, "Y'all really trying to do Reefer Madness again, huh?"
Yeah. All right, so check it out. There are people. There are people who are mentally ill, right? And this is true. If you are psychotic, right? If you're like a paranoid schizophrenic, there are people who their schizophrenia is triggered by psychedelic drugs. This is true. It's a cortisol level raise.
You could say that for alcohol. You could say that for like a bunch of other stuff too.
Yes and no, but specifically psychedelic drugs.
Sure.
Yeah, but that's so rare. I mean, but those people are like,
okay.
It's 1% on 1% on 1%.
Yep, I got the information on it right here. It does appear that they are trying to do Reefer Madness all over again at Wall Street Journal and Fox News. But to all the folks who say, "Hey, Will, you're just a gross stoner who gets mad about any negative weed coverage. Maybe
don't beat us up, you stoner.
Do this whole weed violence thing after all, huh? What you think?" And I say, yeah, you're technically correct, at least part right, what Pat said. In a recent 2020 study, it confirmed what many already suspected, that marijuana can worsen some specific types of existing mental health disorders in very rare cases. And for sure, this is actually why it should be legalized, since it's the most commonly consumed illicit substance in the world, with 50% of Americans having tried marijuana and 20% continuing to smoke it on a regular basis. And then you can properly
50% that haven't tried.
I think that's low.
The ones that are writing
nerds, dude, fucking nerds.
And if it's legal, then you can properly design programs to help properly educate people and monitor folks who may be having issues with some of this rare type stuff. Certainly, cartel adjacent dealers aren't going to give any proper warnings, and they'll always be an available source of marijuana until it's broadly legalized and regulated properly, so that the legal distributors can undercut.
What about all the good properties of marijuana that help with cancers and stuff like that? They don't want to talk about that.
No, Mark, they don't. It's too much politics. Right. So what I just said, some say that's a pipe dream, but I'm holding on to hope, and that's the cup of coffee in the big time today.
I proselytize when I meet the other 50%. That's what I do. When I meet someone who hasn't smoked, I'm like, come with me.
It's not 50%. That's a lie. Some people are just lying because they don't want to
open your
someone
mind.
To find out. Bullshit. 50% my ass.
I mean, I think that a lot of like the co-drugs, like the alcohol and other drugs being involved, people need to look at that. It's completely insane to just completely.
I mean, if you're going to come at marijuana, you have to come at a lot of things. Like, I mean, like
right, you got to come at everything.
Alcohol. Like, I mean, come on, like. Give me all right, whatever. Who cares?
Right.
Who cares? Whatever.
But anyways, Reefer Madness, it's back. Just be aware of that. And also, since we just talked about how bad that inflation is staying, let's also talk about our new sponsor who can help you try to beat inflation. That's called Upside. Boom. From cringing at the pump to getting an eye-popping check at your favorite restaurant. We've all been there recently. Inflation is hitting us all where it hurts, and it really hurts. That's why I started using Upside. Upside is an incredible app for anyone who buys gas, groceries, or dines out. With every purchase, I'm earning cash back thanks to Upside. And not only do I earn cash back on purchases from their partner stores, I'm also able to look at all the deals around town at the same time to make sure that I'm getting the best one. There's literally gas prices in the app. Like you look and you see who's got the best gas prices. Can I get some cash back on this gas? Restaurants, blah, blah, blah. It goes on. To get started, download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play. It's available on, Apple and Android. Use the promo code HARDFACTOR.
Did you say the app was free?
Free. Boom. To get started, download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play. Use our promo code HARDFACTOR, all one word, and get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. Next, Claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside. Check in at the business, pay as usual with a credit or debit card, and get paid in the Upside app. In comparison to credit card rewards or loyalty programs, you can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside, which is very important these days. You can cash out anytime to your bank, PayPal, or e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. So you can get your payout however you want. Upside users are earning more than $1 million every week. That's probably why they have a 4.8 star rating in the App Store. It's well designed and useful to boot, especially in this economy. Best of all, as Mark said, download the free Upside app and use promo code HARDFACTOR, all one word, to get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. That's $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more using promo code HARDFACTOR.
Hell yes. That's awesome.
Yeah, sounds like free money to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
It's amazing.
That's what I heard. Free money.
That's why it's so highly rated.
That's right. Little more business to take care of, guys. When I can't smoke a delicious Dunhill Red, like say I'm at like a doctor's office, I'm on a plane, at my son's school play, road trip with the kiddo, I turn to the next best thing to satisfy my nicotine cravings, a nice fat lip of Black Buffalo, right? And best yet, I'm not even breaking any tobacco laws, because Black Buffalo isn't tobacco. It's a tobacco alternative made of an edible green leaf and food grade ingredients with the same flavors, texture, aroma, pack, and nicotine as traditional tobacco products. So no compromise required. So if I did have to get rid of that in the pinch, might not be so bad, if you catch my drift. There are alternatives for everything these days, even meat. But where are the high quality tobacco alternatives? Well, they're right here, and it's called Black Buffalo. So if you're 21 or over and you dip or chew tobacco, pouches or long cut, you have to try this tobacco alternative, Black Buffalo. We've sold so much of this stuff because it is fantastic. They just keep upping us. They say, we want you to keep selling it,
more.
And we're like, well, that's easy because it's awesome.
More.
Keep telling us how awesome.
Your listeners are shoving it down their mouths, putting in their big lips.
Play it faster.
The reason why is because it's so good.
That's exactly right.
Myself, delicious.
Easy. So Black Buffalo it's everything you love about dipping. Pharmaceutical grade nicotine, just without the actual tobacco leaf or stem. They produce a variety of flavors: wintergreen, mint, my personal favorite, straight peach, blood orange. They sell their products at blackbuffalo.com. It's available in long cut or pouches. Plus, if you're looking to ditch nicotine and tobacco altogether, tap into their nicotine-free options called Zero. They also offer subscriptions, so you never miss out on it. It's born in the Midwest, raised in the South. Black Buffalo proudly manufactures their product in the good U.S. of A. They make small, limited quantities and small batch runs. So you can count on the quality. It's going to be the same every time. So, like I said, I like the mint flavor. It's great when you just can't have a smoke. Just pop one of those things in, satisfy your cravings. It's absolutely perfect. So if you're dipping traditional tobacco or those white portion things and you're 21 or over, it's time to get with Black Buffalo. It's everything you love about dipping, just without the actual tobacco stem or leaf. Head to blackbuffalo.com. Use promo code HARDFACTOR at checkout for 25% off your first order. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use our code HARDFACTOR for 25% off your first order. That's promo code HARDFACTOR for 25% off your first order. Warning: this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. All right.
They really are. Black Buffalo is way better than those portion deals. Like, it's so much more like a real lip. Like, it's not even close.
Yeah, it's great. Guys, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to close your eyes for a minute for me.
Okay.
I want you to imagine for a second that you are a woman who wants to have a baby. Okay.
Okay.
Now I want you to imagine that you're just so hideous that no man would ever want to have a baby with you.
Okay.
Check.
Or you're a lesbian, or your husband is shooting blanks.
So ourselves as women, basically, because no
fantasy took a turn.
Right.
Ourselves as women, and we don't have boyfriends because we're super ugly. And
right, but you want to have a baby, right?
Are my tits big?
Yeah, they can be big, Pat.
Oh yeah.
You want big nipples too?
What? No, I want average.
No, you got gingivitis. You've got.
I want fetish size nipples.
Fetish size nipples. You got it, buddy. Now I want you to imagine that the only man in the world you want to have a baby with is Brad Pitt. How are you going to do it?
Could it be Cristiano Ronaldo?
Kidnap.
It could be. For Pat, we can do Ronaldo. Your options are pretty slim, right?
I want to kidnap him, Wes.
But I don't want to do anything weird to him. I want him to be free.
That's one option, Mark.
You gotta get him a soccer field there, Pat. You know, he can run around.
You could drug him. You could put a gun to his head.
Ooh, I know what we do. We play games.
I know how you like pools, so I built you a swimming pool.
We play a game similar to this. We blindfold him. We put me on the 50-yard line, and we have him run a drill, right? But I'm waiting there, skirt up, and we have him run. We have him run full speed right into me before he knows it. Oh,
there you go.
Pregnant.
Okay, there you go. So, like we said, what Mark said, you can drug him, we can kidnap him, maybe pay him $1 billion.
He doesn't need the money.
I mean, Jennifer Aniston couldn't even get Brad Pitt's sperm. The fat chance you're going to get it, right?
Right.
But,
yes, that's a good point.
Wasn't the time.
But what if I told you there, with a new technology in the works called IVG, or in vitro gametogenesis, all you would need is a small piece of Brad's skin, maybe even a hair.
Spit?
And scientists can turn that human cell into a Brad Pitt sperm cell, which could then be implanted in you or your egg, and boom,
this is dangerous.
You're having Brad's
baby. This is the worst.
This is like AI
Hard
robot.
Factor.
Yeah, we got to shut the scientists down. This is the second horrible story of scientists.
Sucks.
They're out of
The
control.
scientists are out of control.
Dude, do not let NBA players hear this shit. They are fucked.
They're done. They sweat so much too. People just go sports up.
They're always giving out their jerseys after the games.
Not anymore.
One courtside seat, you got a whole NBA team.
Bro, those guys would be collecting condoms for years, and not now that you can't even do it. You're gonna have to have a full body suit.
Man, scientists are going in the wrong direction.
You're gonna have to fuck through sheets or walls, holes.
Well, listen to this.
See, I don't think it's the scientists. I think it's the companies like Google and whoever it's these companies that fund this very
you're right,
morally ambiguous work. That
sounds like you would like the new Jurassic Park, Will.
But Will, these are the companies.
I loved all the other ones.
Yeah. These are the companies that allow us to keep
Vince
smoking.
Vaughn one was not good.
So you got to look at the pros and the cons.
It's true. They did almost cure cancer last week. So let's.
Well,
let's
right.
Not,
I mean,
I'll put the kibosh on them just yet.
It spurs innovation.
That's right.
But it comes with the price tag.
Right. So let's look at what Professor Hank Greeley has to say. He's a professor of genetics and law at Stanford University. He wrote a book called The End of Sex and the Future of Reproduction. Let's see what he has to say about the future of making babies through IVG.
So your book is titled End of Sex. Do you really think that people are going to stop having sex?
No, in fact, my strongest prediction is that in 20 to 40 years, people will still have sex. But when they want to make babies, they'll go to a lab. What's going to change that will be ways to take skin cells and turn them into what are called induced pluripotent stem cells.
The amazing thing about induced pluripotent stem cells is that they can be reprogrammed into any type of cell, including cells to create eggs or sperm. This entire process is called in vitro gametogenesis, or IVG, not to be confused with the common procedure known as IVF. Here's the thing.
Oh, it's a different
So far, we've really only done it in mice, but there's ongoing studies that suggest this could be the future of human reproduction. By creating eggs and sperm outside of the human body, IVG will allow us to push nature's reproductive
We got
boundaries.
you pregnant with mice jizz.
With this technology, virtually anyone, from postmenopausal women to same-sex couples, may be able to create biological families through a simple skin biopsy. But this technology has ethical challenges that we should start wrestling with now. One of the biggest challenges is that IVG could make it infinitely easier for parents to select certain traits in their kids, pushing us closer to the much-feared designer babies hysteria that surrounds most fertility research.
I want him to have a
Embryo
huge
selection
dick.
is already being done with IVF. Doctors fertilize a bunch of eggs and learn
Blue
the
eyes and a
genetic
big
makeup
dick,
of those
please.
embryos.
Check out my daughter's big
Then they
dick.
pick the most viable one.
Inevitable, man.
Right now, the biggest obstacle for somebody who wants to make a choice about an embryo, in the sense of wanting a particular trait and trait selection, is the number of eggs that can be retrieved from a woman. So one of the advantages of IVG is that we could derive basically an unlimited amount of eggs.
And an unlimited amount of eggs means we could produce an unlimited amount of embryos for prospective parents to choose from. Right now, parents typically screen embryos for health reasons.
Sounds like the
but
population
that could
control
change
issues
as
over.
embryo selection technology becomes more advanced. We
'cause they
could
can
even
just
see
make people,
IVG
Just make them
combined
a
with
fucking
gene
lab.
editing.
Then suddenly we're kind
Then
of
you're gonna have
catering
clones
to a
and
much
robots.
more eugenic impulse among people towards having, if not the perfect baby, the best baby there can be. Many people think it would be great to eradicate serious health conditions, but members of the disability community understandably feel as though these are targeting them.
Hey,
wait, what? They want so people want more people to be born with disabilities?
No, it's the people are like, yo, it's nature. It essentially
it's eugenics.
Yeah, it subverts us, our value as humans, if you essentially eliminate the possibility that there could be someone like us.
It's not eugenics because it's not requiring breeding or the stopping of breeding.
I think, look,
it's a technological advancement.
But where are the gamblers?
Great for people
at?
that can't have babies.
Where are the gamblers at?
Yeah, it's like
it's no fun betting on a fixed game, right? I mean, I guess it is because you're getting paid. But
well, Pat,
costs so much money.
The ethical issue here is like, what if you wanted a 6'5", blue-eyed, big-dicked kid, and he came out and he was 5'11", you're gonna like love him less because you feel gypped, which is fucked up because you already have this like preset thing in your mind that this kid's gonna be like this, and then he's not. He's got a little bit of Down syndrome.
You're just looking at his dick, being like, "What the fuck, man?"
This is the problem with it.
We paid for a better dick than this.
There's no problem with like trying to eliminate the chance of giving people diseases or harder lives and more, like they need more care. But it's just weird, man. It comes up with like weird moral issues. It comes up with weird mental issues. Like
you walk your kid in at 14. Hey, Doc, you see this picture of John Holmes I gave you?
Right.
Does that look like John Holmes, Doc?
No.
Right.
He's not in the 99th percentile of his age anymore, Doc. What happened?
My daughter's dick. My daughter's dick is not what I paid for, Doc.
My daughter's clit's bigger than this kid's dick.
So it's also a thing about a thing of like privacy. And there's this book called The Consumer and Genetic Technologies, Ethical and Legal Considerations. And there's a chapter about genetic paparazzi. And basically what's going to happen is, instead of, paparazzi getting pictures, they're going to have these DNA kits. They just steal DNA from celebrities. Quote, "It will not be long before the genetic information of others, public figures in particular, becomes a subject of public discussion. The media will be there to capitalize on this interest, and it might
lawsuits
only be a matter of time before genetic disclosures are published alongside candid photographs of celebrities on tabloid pages, should such predictions come to pass." So they will have test tubes in hand. They'll go get these DNA swabs from the celebrities. They'll have the IVG technology. Boom, you're bidding on Brad Pitt's DNA. You're bidding on Angelina Jolie's DNA.
That's terrible.
In the black market.
So this is what China. This is what China was doing. This is
right.
This is their collecting of the DNA.
23andMe.
Now they will sell the DNA.
This is why, like Macron, this famous picture of him at Putin, he didn't want any like COVID testing because he was worried they were going to steal his DNA. And it's fucked up.
I mean, with like better looking than he is.
Madonna's already been over this. She like sterilizes all of her shit. She's tried to stop someone from buying something that had DNA on her on eBay.
I've actively not done the DNA test specifically because of this. Like specifically,
no one wants our shit, dude.
I know. I don't care.
No. I just don't want anyone to have my DNA for any reason. Plus, someone wants my DNA. Have you seen my child? Have you seen my child? We lucked out. We lucked out.
Yeah.
Your kid's very cute, but no one wants your fucking DNA, bro.
We get a lot of DMs. People were like, "Well, give me that DNA," and I'm like, "No, you can't have it."
I was curious about Pat because I know he's scared of it, and I did a little mashup of what it would look like if we somehow stole Jenna Jameson's DNA and her and Pat had a baby.
Okay.
And this is what the baby would look like. That's little Pat.
The kid looks old.
Yeah. Why has he got a Charlie Kirk face?
Yeah,
why has he got a Kirk face, bro?
It's a 10-year-old baby.
It's got real focused features.
So right now the legal system doesn't protect any of this shit. But it soon will have to come to grips and face these lawsuits. They're going to eventually come.
Right. One of the conspiracy theories about COVID was that it was to collect mass DNA.
Right.
Because all the tests go somewhere.
I mean, trying to eliminate things like that fragile X syndrome or whatever, giving people chances, that's great. But like this part about like stealing someone's DNA, like that's a celebrity, that's not okay.
It's scary, right? It's crazy.
Not okay.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm here
future,
for it.
though. Your DNA is going to be like a dick pic. It's going to be like
it's data.
Once it's out in the cloud,
it's there.
it's there.
Listen, I want to see it all. I want to see Brad Pitt get his skin
Everywhere.
stolen and just have like an ugly kid come with the
wanna
Brad Pitt.
see it
Bunch of
all?
little
Yeah,
Brad Pitts.
I want to see a bunch of ugly Brad Pitts walking around.
I'm here. The more chaos, the better. Chaos. What else could go wrong? Let's do it.
Brock Lesnar and Serena
Right, the
Williams,
robot,
you know,
the AI robots are
that'd be
coming
a
out at the
hell of
same
a
time.
baby.
Yeah, no, what it will do some fucked up shit to the pros. Like effectively it'll eliminate Wes Welkers. Like buy Welkers. Any Wes Welker type player.
Oh yeah, it's like Gattaca.
The Patriots are done.
The Lesnar Serena baby.
Watch the movie Gattaca. That's what the future is going to be like.
I mean, effectively, dude, Bill Belichick honestly would be the leader of the anti-DNA adjustment world because like he's the guy that can get production out of lesser physical.
No, Bill Belichick,
athletes.
if he's still coaching, he's just going to laugh and he'll be like, I don't have a single fake player on my team.
Yeah, what if
he's
you
going to
could beat him?
He's going to call all the other players that are genetically engineered fake. He's going to be like, you're not a real human.
He'd become more.
We're going to kick your ass as a real
somehow
human.
become likable if that were the scenario.
All right, let's move on. We got to move on, guys. Speaking of which, we got good news. Those equine bastards who've been riding on their horses, I guess. Is that possible? A man beat a horse in a race, is what I'm trying to say.
Whoa.
So fuck you, horses. Eat it. Eat a horse stick.
They tried this when they had like the midgets like pulling the plane versus, and then they had like the Japanese guy that used to be the hot dog eating champion Kobayashi versus a bear and hot dogs, and they had like Usain Bolt versus like a zebra or something.
Jesse
like that.
Owens did this back in the day.
But no one's beaten a horse.
No one's beaten a horse.
No one's beaten the horse.
Well, it's happened 3 times in this particular race, and it happened a third time, guys. Ricky Lightfoot. Come on, what a name. Ricky, quite comfortably beat a horse for the first time by more than 2 minutes. So that's pretty good.
Wait a minute, by one spins. Well, how far are they running? Like 50 miles?
22.5 miles.
Oh,
So,
what? Who
Yeah.
cares?
So it's a stamina race.
Yeah, the horse got tired.
Tired the horse out.
what? I mean, it's pretty impressive.
him out.
It's called the Man v Horse Race. It's in Wales, where Mark used to live. The event, guys.
I lived in England. I worked in Wales.
Guys, the event started in
Chester.
1980. This is pretty great. When a local landlord, Gordon Green, overheard a discussion between 2 men in his pub, the New at Arms, and one man suggested that over a significant distance across country, man was equal to any horse. And Green decided that's a fucking great idea and should be tested in a full public event. And he organized the event. And
We go until someone dies.
Right. So, guys, since 1980, and it wasn't run for about 2 years because of COVID, but since 1980, only 3 times has a man beat a horse. And it happened again. Now, this kind of sucks because one of the guys that beat a horse previously, I want to say like in 2004, Hu Lab was his name. He won like 25,000 pounds because the jackpot just keeps going up and stacking.
It's always 22 miles.
Pyramids, 22.5.
22.5. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same route. I'm going to show you a video of it. But essentially, the jackpot keeps stacking when horses win. Like, okay, roll it over.
Okay.
So I guess some guy won somewhat recently. Our guy Lightfoot only won like $4,300 or something, which is a bummer.
Man.
But it's pretty cool. All right, so check this shit out.
It's a great
man.
achievement. But
Check out this race. Look at this shit. So it's like 600 runners.
Oh, the horses are on. They got people on them?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're not just random horses.
Oh, I thought they were like loose horses, like running in the bulls.
The horse knows the route. The horse knows the 22-mile route.
I was like,
no,
they know the route.
Smart ass horses. They're like the Amish horses.
Yeah, it's
They
like
know
the
how
Amish horse.
They know the way they just slap them on the ass and start
We're gonna
riding
get
and
past
go.
it.
homing horses.
I mean, look, it's pretty fucking impressive, dude.
Giddy up.
I mean, they're just running down.
Look at her. She's getting chased down by a horse.
No schlub horse should ever lose this race.
Dude, he fucking won.
I know,
Yeah,
but
the
no
horses
no horse should ever lose this race.
The
Well, it's
horses
happened
win.
3 times, guys.
That's crazy. So they just get tired. They just like get distracted.
No, this guy Ricky Lightfoot just fucks. Just let him fuck,
There's
bro.
no way he can run faster than a
No,
horse, though.
these horses are schlubs.
Yeah.
It's like off road and shit. He's a trail runner, guys. Here's a.
Care, he's not a horse.
Is he setting up traps for the horses? Like they're getting tripped up by like.
Yeah, he's
Ricky Lightfoot. Let Ricky Lightfoot be Ricky Lightfoot.
He's putting up signs to go left and they're going the wrong direction.
Take a look at this graphic.
You had to trick him somehow.
This is pretty cool. I thought this is one of the cooler graphics I've ever seen. So you can see essentially at the bottom is the speed. That's the scale. You have human, and then you have Usain Bolt, who runs at like 29 miles an hour, and a horse is way faster than a human, obviously.
Way faster.
Right, with cheetah being the fastest land animal. We're about as fast as
antelope's almost as fast as cheetah. It's second fastest.
I thought it was faster. Top speed.
No, not short burst, but it has
not short burst. But top speed, I think it's faster.
No,
cheetah is the top
I think
speed.
it's cheetah's top speed, but antelope has better stamina. That's why it gets
better
away.
acceleration.
That's why it gets away.
Just so you guys know, it goes human, pig, chicken, Usain Bolt, cow, bear, cat, ostrich, greyhound, lion, hare, horse, antelope, cheetah.
And that's like an in shape human, like a decent average.
Yeah, I actually wanted to play some
We're
videos.
at pig level.
I wanted to play some videos.
A pig right now, no way.
Yeah, I wanted to play some videos of horse man races, but it was all joke races. It was all fat guys. Anyway, let's move on. Guys, trash. Trash has been a real problem in Sweden's third largest city, Malmo. And I'm not talking about trash in terms of like the American definition of trash, like, or trashy, like, oh my God, look at her. She's so trashy. Look how short that skirt is. You trashy whore. I'm not talking about that. In fact, it's the opposite, guys. I'm talking about actual trash, like refuse.
That's what I thought you were. That's what I thought.
I know
that's where my mind went, was trash.
Yeah, trash, guys. But in order to fight this litter bug epidemic that's been taking place in Malmo, they did the exact opposite of what Americans would have done, which is call them trash. The city of Malmo bought 18 talking trash cans that encourage pedestrians to throw away trash by giving them feedback with slutty female voices. The trash cans say things like, oh, right there, and come back soon, do that again, and a little bit more to the left next time. And then and they also say,
there's no way that's what they say.
They do, I swear to God. They also say, next time, don't ask, just take it.
No,
this is your show.
He made all those up.
So
I made the last one up.
Yeah. Homeless people are just jerking off in these.
I made the last one up.
En gång till.
Kom snart tillbaka och gör det där igen.
Okay. Stupidest idea ever. Is it working?
Tack.
Jesus. Seems like it's working to get people to make fun of it.
A video of some idiot opening the trash can.
Precis där, ja.
There's a billion of these that God.
There's kids that will be walking around, right?
They're throwing away an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
Det där var galet skönt.
Fuck.
Yeah,
you don't even know the language, but you can tell she's horny.
No, yeah, that's what they say. A little bit more to the left. Next time, don't ask, just shove it in. This is your show. Oh, no, that's what I made up.
This is your show.
Oh, right there. Yes. Come back soon and do it again. They do say that. Look, did it work? I don't know. They bought 18 of these things back in 2017. 2 of them are still working. 2 of them still speak.
It's not working.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like it's working well, Will, because what, like 16 of them got worn out so hard.
No, they got like stolen or broken by people
because people were throwing
on too hard.
so much trash into them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some guy's standing there with a piece of paper and he's just ripping it into little pieces. He's there all day.
Jerking off.
Yeah.
They're like, we did it in 2017. Results are inconclusive. Yeah. There's only 2 left.
Imagine getting that acting gig, that voice acting gig. So what do you want me to do?
Awesome.
You can be the voice of a slutty trash can. Can you be a little slutty little trash can, a little receptacle, a little seed dumpster, if you will?
What we had Darcel do.
Yeah, pretty much.
How does this idea make it to light? You know, like how does it go from
Malmo
from a conference room somewhere to actually on the street?
So Malmo apparently is a very innovative city.
People that were like, you know,
well, they did 18 of them. Will Malmo's an innovative city? They try things like this, I guess. Which is
are you going to be the person to raise the protest against it in the boardroom? You're going to look like such a nerd.
I'm just going to be like, this is. I'm just going to be like
such a douche.
No, I'm just going to be like motion to state the obvious that this is a stupid fucking idea, and we're not going to do this forever. Okay, done. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay, Will, but you said you don't want to buy 18 slutty trash cans?
That's 1 no and 33 yeses. Will's the no.
Yeah. Guys,
we're gone.
Yeah. They're already writing the sayings on pieces of paper.
Yeah.
What is she gonna say?
Yeah.
All right.
They're pro eco friendly living. They I believe they're called the City of Tomorrow. Yeah.
There you go.
I like it.
Yeah, that's
good try.
Put it in. Deeper.
Are you guys big fans of the Hyundai Genesis?
I saw one today. They're pretty cool.
The new ones are really nice.
Car, right? You're familiar with that vehicle, right?
Mm-hmm. Hyundai Genesis. Yeah.
It's nice. You can fuck in a Genesis, no doubt about it. That's a sedan, brothers. And you know how I know?
How's that?
No, I wish. No.
You can't afford a Hyundai Genesis.
I haven't.
Come on.
No, I know because a woman identified by the court for her protection only as M.O. just won a $5.2 million lawsuit against car insurance provider Geico because she contracted genital warts after fucking some dude in a 2014 Hyundai Genesis that was insured by Geico.
Yeah, I was okay. Interesting that she could sue for that. But the Hyundai Genesis,
bro.
Mark, it's an interesting point here. It stopped production in 2016, so you kind of knew something bad was going to happen in the Genesis.
It keeps disease on it. It keeps it would have been a COVID spreader. This is a problem.
So this lady banged some guy in the back of his Hyundai Genesis.
Maybe the front.
Got HPV.
Look at the front. Could have been the front, bro. Look at
it. Is roomy. Got HPV, and then she sued Geico. How
did she get it from the car or from him?
No, she got it from him.
Okay,
but he was in the car.
But the car's really an extension of him. Yeah.
Yes, he was Geico. He was a big fan of the car. So this is a problem for Geico and all car insurance providers because
Genesis.
Let me tell you, she's not the first person to contract genital warts in a Hyundai Genesis. All right,
man.
Genesis is in reference to the name is in reference to STDs and pregnancies. Actually, sometimes both at the same time. It's the origin of a lot of Jenny issues. They should call it Jenny cyst, if you ask me.
No, you can't pop them. Don't try.
Yeah. No. Show me a guy with a Genesis that doesn't have wet wipes in the center console. You know what I mean? Seriously, though, the Missouri Court of Appeals just sided with M.O. and her bumpy vagina after a guy identified with my initials, M.B., gave her HPV in a 2014 Genesis in 2017. So that's a mouthful, which is what she had. And then she got warts.
So you're telling me
2014 Genesis?
Awarded with this?
Yes, well, she filed a claim with Geico in 2020 and they ignored it, but probably passed it around the office via email and printed it out, sticking it up in all sorts of common areas for a good laugh, for everyone to have a good laugh at the attempted
suit. Over the STD.
Yeah, but then in 2021, after they ignored it, it went to arbitration where the arbiter, who I'm assuming got fucked over royally by Geico in the past or got an STD from a Genesis, awarded MO $5.2 million. What? So the arbiter... So a human arbiter is like, no, she's right. Let's give her $5 million. And then Geico was like, absolutely not. We're taking this to court. So Geico took it to court. And in fact, while they were doing that, apparently MO alleges that she said, this can all go away for $1 million, Geico. I'll drop the suit, which they ignored again, being like, there's just no way we're going to pay this out. It's going to eventually get shot down by the courts. But MO went to circuit court in Jackson County, Missouri to enforce the arbitration ruling, which she wasn't getting paid out for. And she won. And then Geico then appealed to the higher state court, who just this past week ruled in MO's favor again. So that's 3 losses in a row for Geico on this issue. So now Geico's last recourse for this case is to go to the state Supreme Court, where if they lose for a 4th time in a row, they're going to have to pay this woman $5.2 million. They're
no way they lose in the Supreme Court.
What? Okay, run this down for me.
Because that can't be their liability.
She got raw dogged in Genesis.
You don't even need to get raw dogged to get HPV. He could have worn a condom. Well, 79 million people have HPV. Like everyone's got HPV. So she called him on the phone and she was like, "Hey, MB, you gave me HPV. Who's your insurer? Who's like what?"
Well, she remembered it. No doubt, I guess she only banged him that one time in the car.
Is she an attorney?
I don't know.
Because how do you get from point A to point B? How do you get from contracting HPV to I'm going to sue Geico?
Pat, you're missing the point.
Geico can't be liable. She suffered harm. Geico can't be liable.
Pat, you're missing the point. This is a huge win for guys with cars and car insurance because they can be like, put in your Tinder profiles, be like, I own a sedan and I have Geico.
It's insured.
It's insured.
I'm dirty. And
I mean, if I happen to give you an STD, you can sue.
Hey, before we do this, do you have renter's insurance?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Where did I wrong you in my car?
Yeah, exactly.
Important question.
She's only asking to do you in the car. She's like, whoa.
Before you punch me in the face.
We're getting a little hot and heavy here. Let's head to the car.
Let's go down to the Genesis.
Yeah.
Did he know?
Get your hands off me. We're going to the Genesis. I don't know, Pat. Geico and MO have a separate but related case pending in federal court. So she's suing him again in federal court. The federal case is set for a jury trial, and it's slated for a Kansas City courtroom in October. And I really hope Court TV does the right thing and keeps the court cases coming that the people want to see, because the Genesis HPV cases must watch TV.
It is.
Suing Geico. Yeah.
How did you feel when you got your 2014 Genesis? Did you like it?
Yeah. This is a great
Were you
review.
proud of it?
They got to bring the Genesis back. I didn't know they stopped.
No, it's its own company now. It's just Genesis.
Gotcha. And you guys are totally right. Geico's like, our insurance covers bodily injuries arising out of the ownership and maintenance or use of a car, of the Hyundai Genesis. She got it from a human being, not the car. So this doesn't make sense for us. But
best year of my life when I bought that Genesis.
Somehow 0-3. So I don't know what Geico's been doing in Missouri.
When that guy drives people around in the Genesis, he's like, it's such a good fucking model that they made their own company after it.
Exactly.
Because, like, this car was so good it overtook Hyundai.
All right, pop the shorts off.
While he's giving her HPV.
So that's it. Keep your eyes
about that Genesis.
Keep your eyes out to see if she gets paid out or not.
What's a 14 go for now?
I bet a lot more now.
It was the 14 was like a fully loaded like a Maxima back in the day.
It's like 24K with 32,000 miles. It's still cost.
They didn't start getting nice until like the 2016.
Look at the seats, for Christ's sake. Look at this. You could lay down in the back.
Yeah, you can bang in it.
Yeah. But why don't we bring up the wheel, because that's going to do it for Hard Factor today.
All right.
Let's see what we're doing tomorrow.
See what we got.
See who's on what. It looks like me on coffee.
There we go. There you go, Mark on coffee. The wheel gave me a break.
What was I supposed to look up?
I don't know. And then Wesley.
Man, it's been a while since I've had TikTok.
Mark and Wes. There we go.
There it is. That's tomorrow. This is today, which we want you all to go out and have a great fucking day.